Hey everybody, happy Saturday. I'm sure wherever you are tonight that you've got things to do and people to take care of and plans to make. And I'm also sure that if you're honest with yourself, you probably are wondering how this whole thing is going to shake out. I know that that gets the best of me sometimes too. But I want to invite you tonight to remember that there is someone who knows absolutely how this whole thing shakes out from start to finish. And it's the same one that knows you and your situation better than anybody else in life. And it's the same someone who cares about you more than anybody else in life. I know that sometimes it's hard to imagine that with all the things that we see wrong in the world and in each other, to be honest. It's hard to imagine how God could know how all of this shakes out and still care about us. But I want to remind you of something that may just help you tonight in your faith. And the night before Jesus was going to be arrested and punished, he was having dinner with his disciples in the night, and he warned them. They were about to go through a time in life where nothing was going to make sense. Just nothing about it. He said, "A time is coming, in fact it's here already, when you will be scattered, each to his own home. You will leave me all alone." This was said to a group of men who had spent most of their time with him night and day for years. It was unimaginable to them that they would ever abandon the one they called their Lord, the Messiah, the future King of Israel. And yet Jesus said, nothing about anything that's about to happen is going to make sense. You're going to be afraid, you're going to run, you're going to not know what to do. You'll be paralyzed with fear for a time. But he says this to them. He says, yet, in spite of all this, I am not alone, for my Father is with me. I've told you these things so that in me you may have peace. I'm going to go through something, and you're going to go through it with me, and you won't understand any of it. In fact, it'll be so terrifying to you that you're going to abandon me. But I want you to know I'm actually going to be okay. I want you to have peace knowing that I know I'm going to be okay. And the reason I know I'm going to be okay is because the Father is with me through the whole thing. The Father who knows how it all shakes out, how it's going to begin and how it's going to end. He has seen it and he is with me and I'm with him. He says, I've told you this so that in me you may have peace. Does knowing that the Father knows give you peace? Does knowing that the Father has seen all of these things from beginning to end, that he knows how it all shakes out, does that give you peace? Do you have the kind of relationship with God that can give you that kind of peace as you go through whatever? I want you to join us tonight as Becky leads us in a couple of songs from her home. And I just want you to focus in on that and think about that and listen and maybe pray a little bit if you can muster it tonight. Or just mouth the songs if you know the words, or maybe look them up later and dwell on them and dwell on the meaning. But wherever you are tonight, I just challenge you to pause and take 20 minutes to reflect on the kind of faith that Jesus says that we can have. Wherever you are tonight, wherever your faith is tonight, I'm asking you to just pause and just spend a moment in prayer with me tonight. I'm going to pray about the kind of relationship that we can have with the Father through Jesus Christ. Father, I ask you, wherever you see our faith tonight, that we could have the kind of relationship with you that Jesus spoke about when he spoke about being with you and you with him. That's the kind of relationship that we would love to have, the kind of peace that we would love to have. So whatever is going on in our life right now, whatever is going on in our heart right now, God, we pray that you would steady us and help us to see just how close you really are, just how available you really are in this moment now. That if we would reach for you, you're already reaching for us. You will take our hand and you will guide us forward and you will show us how much peace we can truly have in spite of everything that's going on in the world. As we end tonight, I just want to remind you of Jesus' last few words in this moment that he had with his disciples. He said, "In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I've overcome the world." Think on that. That's from John 16:33. Next week is April 12th, Easter Sunday, and it's going to be a little bit different for a lot of us, I know. Might even be one of the most special Easters we've ever had together as a church or as a body. And I just want to give you a couple of warnings. We're going to be sharing a live communion Easter Sunday after the message, and I want you all to join with us wherever you are in your homes. You can take this week and find some special items if you want, some bowls, plates, or dishes, whatever has meaning for you, something to drink and something easy to break and eat. It could be bread, it could be crackers, it could be whatever is meaningful to you in that way. But I'm inviting you to have something out and ready on April 12th at 10:30 and at 8 p.m. Easter Sunday. And in the middle of this, I just hope that you find some time to invite someone or are thinking of inviting someone to join with us and watch that special message on Facebook Live and Instagram, as well as on faithfellowshipwatertown.com's streaming app on the website. So please join us. Please make plans to have something to join in with us for communion that Sunday, and I will see you then.